What's up, H-Fam? We are back. My name is Terrence, and I would like to welcome you to our pre-service, our pre-show. Service has not started yet, so go ahead and take a second to share this with somebody. You never know who this may bless. This is the Connect Corner, where the plants are fake, but the people are not. And man, we had a whole different type of segment going on the last couple months, just doing some behind the scenes footage, getting ready for the return, but we're back in person. So excited to be back. Easter was amazing, and it's a fresh start here at HD. Now, I just gotta, cause I already know y'all talking, is in the atmosphere. Yes, this is one of my favorite sweatshirts. I love this hoodie. You saw Steve Jobs with the black turtleneck. You go see me with the Essentials hoodie. But I wash them, they're clean. My wife makes sure that I'm not wearing dirty clothes. So, y'all get up off me. We are at the Connect Corner, and we have the amazing Miss Tirsa Garrido with us today. Tirsa,
hello.
Appreciate you. How you doing?
What's up, Terrence? I am good. We are back.
We're back,
like, it's
man.
It's here now.
I know, man. How was Easter for you?
Easter was good. It was good to see all the faces and people pulling in excited just to be back. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Different teams. So.
No, it was a lot. It was great. The environment, the energy was amazing to be back in the building. The people, like you said, I wish they would have seen what it took to get there.
Right. It was a bit, y'all.
Yeah. It was a lot. Like, we started off Monday, like, okay, here we go. Tuesday, we were like, I don't know how we gonna make it.
You're like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
But God did his thing. He pulled through, and sure and behold, we had an amazing experience. Still got some tweaks to make, but it was great. But thank you for being here. You know, you have been helping us behind the scenes, in front of the scenes a little bit. You're on staff now, but a lot of people may still be wondering, who is Tirsa? Like, who is this little Hispanic girl that is all of a sudden everywhere, smiling all the time, being lovely? So we want to take this opportunity as we begin a fresh start,
right,
to allow you to introduce yourself, just who you are.
So I am Tirsa Garrido, and I've actually been attending Higher D almost 5 years now.
It's been that long?
I think it's been almost 5 years. I mean, I know pandemic sometimes doesn't count, but It's really been 5 years.
Wow.
So I've been a part of the Higher Kids ministry and just a little bit of everything in Higher Youth. But now
so let's I got to come in on that.
Let's
go.
go.
It's been, that's crazy. So what year did you come?
I don't know. I just know that last year I was saying 4 years.
Yeah, so now it's 5. Okay.
I think it's 5 years. I think we're almost 5
So
years.
that, you know, my math is a little bad. So that puts us at 20.
Both of our maths is bad.
I gotta go backwards. So it's 2021, 2019, 18, 17, 16. You came here in 2016. Well, or maybe
16.
going into 2017, something like that.
It's around 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. How'd you get here?
So I was actually invited by Javel, which some of y'all may already know. We were working, well, I was working and he was going to school where I was working. And I was just like, hey, I need an early service because my schedule changed. So I came to HD and, you know, was attending a few weeks, and then we started Connect Groups. Yeah. So Connect Groups pretty much, it was sealed the deal for me. Yeah. I was like, this is it. I'm driving from Katy. Yes, Katy, y'all. I'm driving from Katy, but this is it. This is it. This is where I'm growing. This is I'm meeting people, and the changes started happening, and I said, I don't want to stay behind. Yeah. Like, I want to be a part of it. I'm here, you know? So that's how I started with Higher Kids and then Higher Youth, and yeah.
And now you on the team, you know, he was helping out with production and just with the changing, like you showed up at a very unique season for HD. Pastors is kind of this whole thing of shifting and making sure the church got back in alignment with its true core values and meaning. So what has your experience been like, just being a young adult, young woman, showed up to a church? You're probably one of the few Hispanics that was here, other than, you know, it's predominantly African American. So just from that initial, like, showing up to the doors to getting engaged with Connect Groups, like, what kept you returning, and just what was it about HD that made you stay connected?
Yeah, HD, even from the beginning, the greeters were amazing to me, and they remembered me. So I actually had one greeter who all the time was like, "Hey Tirsa, hey Tirsa." I'm like, okay. The first few weeks, getting to know people. So that was just very much like a personal touch for me. So I enjoyed that. The greeter, yeah.
Which is now the area you over.
Which is now the area I'm over. So the greeters was really great, and I actually saw Pastor, speaking on the transformation, and same thing. Like I want to be a part of it, and I'm like, this community that we're in as well has a lot of Hispanic people. So I was like, I want to be a part of this. We're gonna make this church like Pastor said to look like heaven, and I gotta be a part of it. Right. So that, and then I just started meeting the people. It was a heart for, hey Tirsa, are you okay? Are you good? What do you need? Like I said, connect groups. So I did see that transformation, and now even being on staff, I feel like I see that vision much bigger than when I started. Yeah. So it's pretty exciting.
Man, you have such a, great way of, this energy, this charisma. It's crazy that Greeters was one of the first connections that kind of pulled you into staying. And now that you're over that, have you always been like that? Or like talk about some of are you even from Houston? Like, are you?
Yeah,
let's get into all that.
Okay. So I'm not from Houston. I'm from Los Angeles, California.
Okay. One of my favorite cities to visit.
Man, it's so awesome. I don't know if I'll move back, but it's a very busy city.
Yeah. So, I like to drive too much. The traffic is
that's your whole, it's half your day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's half your day.
Okay, but I'm sorry.
Yes, so I'm from Los Angeles, California. Parents, I'm half Salvadoran, half Mexican, so that's already a different little mix for some people. And then moved to Houston when I was about, I want to say 12, 13.
Okay.
I actually came to HD by myself.
Wow.
And
so no family?
No family. And I just showed up. So that's why it was so important for me with the greeters. Yeah. But that's how I got here. My family is pretty much become everyone around me.
Yeah.
And I see why it's so important that whoever comes, even if it's a family or by themselves, like that we touch them. Yeah. And now for me to be over that, I'm like, what?
What does that mean to you, just the fact that, like you said, the people around me have become my family? Yeah. And I feel like something I've learned about you is that you truly do care for people. Why does that matter so much to you?
People, that's our relationships, right? So when we have those people around us, we grow from that. So iron sharpens iron, and when we have relationships, when we have connections, I feel that the church grows, we grow in our communities, we grow in our own families. It just seems to me that we have to have some people around us that really do understand, that know, hey, I love you, I need you to be okay, I'm open, and if you make mistakes, look, so do I. So I think that's why it's so important to make sure that relationship is there, and that connection, and that person feels comfortable, to keep people around us, because we all want to come up, we're going higher in all areas of life. So it's been so important. And guest service our vision is to treat guests better than they expect to be treated. Yeah. So let's do it, like that extra step, that extra mile, make sure you're comfortable. So it kind of just,
and is that something that you kind of, like, you saw growing up, or is that something that you just, was always something that you felt was important to you? Like what, because typically like the things that we care about and really want to help come from an annoyance or like something that bothered us.
Yeah. I'm going to say it definitely came from family, and it also came from knowing like that community, right? And annoyance, you said?
Like how, I mean, and we've talked about it. Yeah. Just, when we were talking about you being over guest services, and I was saying, like, I think one time I told you about an experience I had at Grimaldi's. Okay. And how the guest experience I almost never wanted to go back. Yeah. Just because of that. And I feel like you immediately, that's something that's like real pet peevish when people aren't treated well. So that's what I'm talking about, the annoyance piece. Like, was that birthed out of, I don't know, when you walked through the door, did everyone ignore you at home? I don't know. What's going on?
No, I think it was more the other way around. It was family saying, hey, you gotta say hi to people. You need to speak.
Okay,
You need to speak. You know, if you're at the store and something falls, you pick it up. You just pick it up there. And then I think now people want to be treated nicely. People want, you know, people want to feel comfortable in every situation they're in. And sometimes we go to some establishments and it's not like that, you know. So that's very, like, yeah, it is of an annoyance. Right. So now I'm like, this is the church. Like, this is even more of making sure that person feels comfortable.
If anywhere.
Here.
Right.
Here, because we represent that. We represent, you know, God and this church, and we say, however, how we treat the guests. So I would never want a guest to leave and be like, oh, how you did it? No. Yeah. So yeah, it is even more of an annoyance, and it's just a want for that person to feel comfortable to bring their family, because if they bring their family, then everyone grows, right?
And if we're saying y'all are family, what's up, H family? We probably should make other people feel like family. And sometimes family is not a good word for people. They get bad memories. But our whole thing is to, you know, like God word says, to renew their mind to see God's true vision for family. Another thing I've noticed, you know, our research team is amazing for the Connect Corner. Your friends list outside of HD is very diverse. Yes. Not in, you know, race. I'm talking age too. Like you go to lunch with millennials, you go to lunch with boomers. Like, you told me people have walked up to you and thought your friend was your grandmother or something. How does that, because I don't hang out with too many older people. How does that even happen? How have you found a way to be able to be cool and have great relationships with multi-generations?
Man, same thing. Like, I love people, their experiences, right? We grow from each other. They learn from me, I learn from them. And it's comfortable. It's good to hear different perspectives, different people, different cultures, different ages. Like, it's so much, and I love it. Like, I love learning about it, about other people, and how we can become better together. And sometimes just staying in our own bubble doesn't allow for that, you know. So I have a lot of people, and like you said, some people think I'm their granddaughter, and I'm like, no, that's my friend. We're up for coffee. Like, this is my friend. It just happened. It's always happened like that, and
something that's, you know, that's huge about that. I've noticed that, you know, it's not like you're just out searching for these people. It's through different job ventures and events where these relationships happen. And I think that's crucial, because what it is you're maximizing on those moments. And now that you're over guest services, which is, you know, our greeters, the parking lot, and the Dimension reps, what's your feedback or what's your mindset in the sense that you don't know what just happened with these people, but the moment has presented itself to where you now get to interact with them, and we want to treat them the best way possible so that they can feel like family.
Yeah. What was the question for that?
My bad, y'all. I don't even think I asked the question. I guess my thing is, how important is it for this team to make sure that they maximize those moments?
It's important because we're the first face, you know. Kind of like we said, you're at a store, whoever you talk to, like, we represent, here at HD, we represent God. There's a lot of people coming with different things, you know. So it's so important that wherever we're doing, handing a Kleenex is done in the best way possible, handing an envelope, or if they're picking up an envelope, their questions, because this is like a safe space, you know. So it's so important to me that we all get on that same page, the same vision as pastor, because then we can move them along, kind of like I did, you know, a little by little. Like, I started with just talking to one person, and we can move them along to now, hey, I have a great connect group that is there for me. I have different ministries, and we all have different ministries that we can reach out to. But it really starts with that person that came in, because hey, someone didn't greet me, then that person might not feel comfortable to continue in this process that God has allowed us to be in, you know, serving as greeting, serving as dimension reps, whichever it is. So it's super important, because it doesn't seem like a lot, like small detail, but that detail is usually what people will take with them. Not really what you said, but how you made them feel.
Man, that's so good, Tirsa. They say people decide if they're going to come back the first 12 minutes of showing up somewhere. So I am so glad to be working alongside you, serving alongside you. You're doing great. I'm excited for the future of guest services here at HD. Hey, if you have the gift of hospitality, of greeting, if you love to make people feel welcome, sign up for the guest service team. That's first time guests, our info center, dimension reps, and greeting and parking lot. We would love to have you, and you get to serve alongside Miss Tirsa right here. Well, that's all we have for you today on the Connect Corner. My name is Terrence. Look, service is starting right now. Go ahead and share this with somebody. You never know who it may bless. We're in a brand new series titled Fresh Start, and you never know who may need a fresh start. Hope you enjoy service.